How you guys doing? Great, great, great.
Flying solo today, huh?
Say again?
Flying solo after the game today, I noticed.
Oh, what do you mean?
Your wifey.
Oh yes, yes. Sierra's hosting the AMAs tonight. She didn't get to come tonight. She was watching she was watching the whole game. She said, and I just talked to her on FaceTime, and then so she's hosting the AMAs, and then she's performing her new song, Melanin. So that'll be fun to watch, and we'll be in the air though, unfortunately.
How valuable for an offense is it to grind out a win like this rather than just
I thought we played a great game in the sense that we were able to move the ball extremely well against a really tough defense. One of the top defenses we've played, I think, this year. To be honest with you, I think all the players, all their schemes, and all the different things they do. And the reality is we should have had 21 points in the first half. We felt like, and we missed a couple layups that we'll normally hit. So, but we're not stressed about that. We know we can do those things. And then I think across the board, just to be able to stay within the game and stay focused in a tough environment, really tough environment. It was cold, it was windy, all those things, and to stay composed, and then to hit a big one in a clutch game. We don't fear anything and don't fear any situations, and that's really where we are and who we are.
when you threw it to Turner, did you have to adjust your throw to the wind, knowing you're throwing into it?
Yeah, a little bit. So we tossed it, and then Chris threw a great throw back, and caught it there. And Malik really did a great job because he's really running get an open route. Really, he's really trying to go to the open spot, and he did a great job because all week we kind of crossing the guy's face, and McLeod did a great job staying outside of him and forcing him up the field. And it was kind of those two defenders right there, and just try to throw it through the wind on a line to him, and he made a great catch in the back of the end zone. I mean, it was just beautiful, beautiful orchestration of what we wanted to do.
What happened when you polished through the touchdown and you missed?
Sometimes you miss a layup. You go to the layup line, you miss a layup. That was like that. I can't even explain it, but what I do know is 99 out of 100 we're gonna hit those.
How tough were the conditions? It seemed like both of you were both fighting it, balls taking off and moving a lot.
I didn't think it was a crazy factor. I think we made some plays down the field. I mean, I thought David Moore's play was great. I thought we made a lot of great plays despite the weather and everything else. We played through it. So I think that it was just a tough game in general because of the wind a little bit. But say again.
This time of year, or was it earlier?
I think it was this time of year, something like that. I don't remember. It was 2014, 2013. But yeah, we played here before, and so I think the great thing for us in terms of what we were able to do as a team was our defense was playing unbelievable today. That was just amazing, getting so many turnovers and so many plays. And I think we had 5 defensive plays, turnovers or whatever, and we can be sharper on offense. But the great thing is we had our plays, we had our opportunities, and we made a few of them, and we missed a couple of them too, and we'll make those, and we know that.
What was your view of Rashad's long touchdown run?
It was amazing. It was a double count kind of thing, and he just did a great job. The offensive line did a tremendous job of setting it up, and he ran through the line. And really, once he got past the linebackers, I was like, uh-oh, he could go to the house. He's so fast and so physical. He made a nice move, gets all the way down the field, and then nice little stiff arm backwards, or whatever he did to chuck the guy off of him, touchdown. So he played great today. I'm not sure what he rushed for, but he had to be over 100, I'm assuming. 129, yeah. So I mean, he had a tremendous day, and to have 2 great running backs is always a good thing.
How hard is it for a first round pick that probably thinks he was going to set the world on fire to bide his time like he has had to?
Say,
How hard has it been to have to bide his time as a first round pick like he's had to?
I think Penny. The thing is, Chris Carson has done a great job for us over the past few years of running the football, and Penny's such a talented guy. We have all the confidence in the world in both of them. And I know that I know both of them want to be both in there. I think maybe we should put them both in there sometimes. Just to mix it up a little bit. But I think that both of them are just great players. And so to have, really, to be honest with you, to be a great running team, you got to have 2 great running backs. I think back to when we were 2012, 2013. We obviously had Marshawn, and we also had Robert Turbin. Those 2 guys are really forces in the backfield, and both of those guys could play. I think now we have both of those 2 guys too again, and it's a great thing to have. And you can alternate them, and just they can catch, they can run, they can pass protect, they can do all the above.
On the fumble exchange, it didn't look like he ever went for it. Did he? Was he expecting that to be a play action right there?
Yeah, I think we just got to study the film to see what happened there. I think that we had a naked on, and then we changed the play to a run, and I just think there was just a. I got to make sure I do a better job, make sure he knows, and and make sure we're really clear on what we're trying to do there. So, I'll put it on me for sure.
6-0 on the road now for the first time in franchise history. Just what do you think has allowed this team to be good on the road?
Oh man, I think that our unwavering belief. I've kind of said this to you guys before, but I think we have unwavering belief. We believe in each other. We believe in our system, believe in what we're doing. To get all these wins has been a great thing. To be 9-2, to be where we are right now, and to be honest with you, fighting for first place in our division and really in the NFC is a great thing to be. Um, and the great thing is we're playing great football. The great thing is we can play even better, and that's the scary part. That's the scary part for the NFL, and I think the great thing for us and the people in our division is we're ready to roll and ready to keep getting better. And I think that's one of the things that we've always done, really since I've gotten here in 2012. Really, I think with Coach Carroll, what he's done, and just it's been an awesome experience. Just as we continue to grow, continue to get better as a team, we continue to make plays, we continue to find a way, and just continue to rise to the occasion. And I think we were able to rise to the occasion today in a tough environment, coming all the way out east again to be 6-0 and right where we want to be is a great thing.
Anything else?
How aware were you about the Eagles' interest going 7 years back, that they really were high on you? Did you know that?
Say again.
Going back to the draft, the Eagles really were high on you. And was that something you were aware of? And then, I know you're happy to be here, but
Yeah, interesting. Interestingly, I was at Wisconsin at the time. Quick little story. And I remember going to the combine, and that was one of the teams I met with for sure, and just had a great experience talking to the Eagles and all that kind of stuff. And Doug Peterson was, Andy Reid and Doug Peterson were there, and then I remember going to the next day. I went to my pro day or whatever it was, and one of those days, Doug actually came to Wisconsin and worked me out. And we had a blast just talking ball and playing football and everything else. He's a great coach. Really admire who he is, and I got to know Andy Reid too as well, and both of those guys obviously are great offensive minds. And so I'll never forget that the Eagles really kind of, to be honest with you, wanted to draft me and everything else, and it kind of came down to the wire. And I'm blessed to be a Seahawk, that's for sure. But I do know, being from the East Coast, it was one of the things I was like, okay, maybe that team would take me, but I wouldn't change anything in the world. To be here, my 8th season being here in Seattle, it's been a blessing. We've gotten a lot of wins. We've been able to do a lot of cool things, and I got a great coach and Coach Carroll, and a great organization and great teammates. So it's been a blast.
How important is it going down the stretch, becoming a running first football team, especially going into the playoffs?
Well, I think we want to have that great balance. I think we want to be able to do it all. I think we want to be able to throw it, play action, and run it. Do everything that we want to do. Have a couple deceptives every once in a while, and just do some different things. And really mix it up. And I think we have a plethora of things that we can do, and that's challenging for the defense. And we got a lot of great receivers, tight ends, and running backs. And then I think we do a great job in the scramble situations too. That makes it tough on defenses. So we want to keep going, and we want to keep being able to run the football, because running the ball controls a lot, because it helps set everything else up. And then we got such great playmakers on the outside, on the flank, that can really make plays. As you saw Malik catching his first touchdown today, he's made 2 huge plays in the past 2 games. It's been just so exciting, and he's just worked so hard. Obviously, Tyler Lockett catching that deep post to really seal the game was another huge play, and just him battling through being a little dinged up from obviously this past week or the past 2 weeks or whatever. Just what a fighter. So we got so many great players, and obviously Penny being able to run it and take it to the house was huge.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Go Hawks. Yep.